Trump.
Now, all of this comes as a new Des Moines Register poll came out last night, a shock poll showing Harris beating Trump by 3 points in Iowa, normally a red state. That sent shockwaves across the political spectrum. I was chatting with the campaign last night about this, and guys, they're calling this poll an outlier. They think that while it might be close in the battleground states, sure, it is not close at all, they think, in Iowa, and they're questioning really the timing of this poll's release right before all the Sunday shows today. The campaign instead pointing to another poll, writing at the Emerson College poll released today far more closely reflects the state of the actual Iowa electorate and does so with far more transparency in their methodology. That one actually has Trump up by 10 points, but I can tell you the campaign in terms of the battleground states, including here in North Carolina, feel very, very good about this low propensity voters. Brian, you were talking about the the undecided voters. Not too many of those people left. Those people probably just don't want to vote for either of those candidates. The campaign really has been targeting low propensity voters, people who just normally don't come out. They've been trying to register those voters to come out and vote early.
Aisha, being that they're coming out 3 times in 48 hours, does that show a concern that maybe the polls have them up, but maybe internally they don't?
I don't think that they are projecting concern at all. Every time I talk to anyone in this campaign, a senior official, whether it's on background or on the record, they're always projecting confidence. They feel very strong about their internal numbers. We haven't seen those numbers ourselves, but they feel incredibly strong in those battleground states. And if he's spending time in places like Virginia and New Mexico, a lot of people have been giving him criticism about that. It means that he feels pretty strong about key battleground states like North Carolina that he's won twice before, right? So he thinks that he can keep it this time.
All right, Aisha, thank you very much. By the way, within the last 2 hours, the final New York Times Siena poll came out. And just as we've been talking, this one it's pretty much a dead heat. She's picked up in a couple of spots. He's picked up in a spot or two. Right now, it's all within the margin of error. Donald Trump is leading Arizona by 4. She's leading in Georgia by 1. He's leading in Michigan by 1. She's leading in Nevada by 3. And North Carolina, she's leading by 3. Pennsylvania even. Wisconsin, Harris up by 3. But what is interesting is the late breakers, the people who a month ago said were undecided. Right now, of the 8% that identified themselves as late breakers, people who decided in the last day or two, she's winning that group 55 to 44. But here's the key. There are still more late deciders because 11% undecided. That's down from 16% last month. So there's still more than 10% have not decided. And so that is why the next 48 hours are very important.
And that does not take in early voting, correct? I mean, there's just a poll. So early voting could be revealing something different.
It does take in early voting because they'd said, have you early voted? They'll go, yeah, I did. And this is what I thought.